With aftershocks of the housing crisis still rumbling through the nation, investing in property sounds like risky business to many. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we meet an investor who hopes to turn a profit on a less than turnkey condo. This 2-bedroom, 1.5-bath condo has seen better days. Between the grimy tile, mismatched appliances, and 80s wallpaper, investor and renovator Elizabeth Salazar has some work in front of her to get this rental right.
We're very eager to go ahead and have this home completed and rent it out.
Salazar got a good deal on the 1,200 square foot property.
So we ended up paying $68,000.
And hopes to keep her renovation cost in check.
In total, we're thinking a little under $10,000, and that's including material and labor.
Potentially, what will you be able to rent this for when it's completed?
Potentially around the area, it's looking at around $950 to $1,000 a month.
A realtor by day, Elizabeth will list, show, and manage the property herself to maximize revenue. She's also spending any free time she has pitching in so she can stay on schedule and on budget.
Basically, we have to make sure that the whole popcorn ceiling is wet, or at least the area we're treating. We have to let that sit for a little bit, and then afterwards, with something as simple as a scraper, it'll come easily right off, just like this.
With the kitchen in plain sight of the entire first floor, Elizabeth wants to make sure the look is synced up with the rest of the reboot. She'll make some cosmetic upgrades, but save what she can to cut down on material cost.
What I want to do is replace the dishwasher just so it kind of matches with the different appliances. I'm going to keep the backsplash and the granite countertops the same.
Every inch of flooring on the main level, stairs, and second floor will be removed and replaced with an on-trend porcelain tile.
And regarding flooring, I want to go ahead and give this apartment more of a modern, kind of streamlined look. We're going to go ahead and do this long planked modern tile, which is really trendy right now. I plan to lay it out going this way just to kind of give it an elongated look throughout the apartment.
The new flooring will continue into the first floor half bath, which will house a full-size washer and dryer as well as a fresh look.
We're going to go ahead and tile this whole bathroom with this white tile here. And then to give it an accent look, we plan to go ahead and tile from about here all the way up.
It's actually pretty recent granite. It looks nice. Are you guys going to change this up a little bit?
We're thinking giving it kind of more of a modern look to pull through with these colors here. So we're actually going to get a brand new countertop, keep the cabinets, and make sure that it's a little bit extended. So for anyone who wants to leave any of their toiletries here, they have plenty of space there.
She's also taking this renovation behind the looking glass.
Elizabeth, they have this mirror over the vanity, and I'm curious, are you going to be upgrading the shoestring?
We are totally going to be updating the shoestring, Elizabeth, but I got to give them credit. They were kind of creative.
This is some great problem solving right here, right?
Salazar came up with her own creative idea for some unused space under the stairs.
Before we go upstairs, I wanted to show you one last thing we plan to do in this area here. I found that it didn't have much of a functionality, so what I plan to do is I want to bring this out here, keep the door, and kind of use it as a storage area. So all this is going to be enclosed, door is going to remain here, and kind of let me give you a run through. So all this here will be storage area over here on this side.
So the tenant will have access through this door, and then they can store all kinds of things.
That's right.
That they don't use on a regular basis.
That's right, yes.
We head around the corner and see more changes on the stairs.
Something has already happened here.
Right. So what we're going to do to kind of keep the flow from the downstairs to the upstairs, we're going to take the tile all throughout the stairs.
Okay. Right. So it's the same long kind of driftwood color.
Correct. Yes. So we're taking the tile all throughout the hallways and all through this bathroom.
The master bathroom demo is already underway, and Elizabeth has big plans for this small space.
There was a tub here, so we said, why not go ahead and just put a stand-in shower? It'll give the tenant more room, and then we're just going to buy a 2-sink vanity here, and we're going to do kind of like a taller mirror here. Obviously, all of this is going to go.
The wallpaper is not staying.
It's not staying.
When you're doing these renovations, do you think of the way that you use your bathrooms and your living space at home?
I do, absolutely. I love functionality. I like clean, streamlined spaces. So that's what I want my tenants to have as well.
Now, it's great that you can bring other people a little bit of joy just by what you do in your homes that you renovate.
Absolutely.
The 2 bedrooms are in pretty good shape and will just get a light refresh.
We're doing the 5 1/4 baseboards. We already went ahead and secured the flooring on the subfloor, and we're going to go ahead and paint all the walls kind of like a light gray.
Elizabeth wants everything to look great and sound right too.
Well, when our crew was here pulling up the carpet, we actually noticed, because of the age of the property, the subfloor was a little creaky. So what we did to kind of take it an extra mile and kind of ensure that our tenants are happy, we went ahead and secured the subfloor and reinforced it. So what we did is we put new wooden planks down and put extra nails down as well.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate. With the materials ordered and her work already underway, Salazar is optimistic about a quick turnaround.
It looks like we'll be done in about a week and a half.
We are in studio today with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates, and today, Tat, we are talking kitchens.
We are, yeah.
They're an important part of the house. They add a lot of value.
They sure do, and it's something that we love because it gets us inside, and it also really transforms the space, and you're getting more involved and more interaction when we're designing and help, give homeowners the kitchens of their dreams.
Yeah, and it's nice to look at when it's finished, right?
It's a great before and after, for sure.
You have some nice looking cabinet doors here. What are we looking at?
This right here is one of the doors we use in our refacing division. It's a wood door. A lot of times when we meet with homeowners, we're replacing something that was wrapped with a type of a laminate, and maybe it started to peel away or something, so they wanted to go in a different direction. So we do. A lot of people don't know or understand that you can reface and use a really good quality all wood door in the process.
And it has a lot of advantages. It is a much quicker process to get the cabinets refaced, and it's much less expensive than getting new cabinets.
Yeah, it'll be a fraction of the cost, and a big thing we hear a lot is the turnaround time. I mean, we can really transform someone's kitchen by using a refacing product in 2 to 3 days.
All right, so you do kitchens from top to bottom, basically. These are the cabinet doors, and you have a couple of beautiful pieces of quartz over here. I'm partial to this one right here.
Yeah, it's pretty popular right now, definitely.
You also have some granite. There is a slight advantage for someone who wants a really low maintenance countertop with the quartz.
Yeah, like for me, example.
Yeah.
From a granite standpoint, it's beautiful, and a lot of people we meet with certainly want to go that route. But there is maintenance, and a lot of people don't know that when you do put in a stone like granite, you're going to have to treat it at least once a year to ensure that you don't have any stains or that it keeps the look.
Okay, I like the easier route better.
Yeah, put it in, you're done. And again, there's so many different options as it relates to the quartz that we can really make a great decision.
Thanks so much. Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hart from Ready, Set, Renovate, here today with my good friend Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. Tat, you're always bringing us great information, but today you have great deals.
We do. We have a great deal today. Thanks to one of our manufacturers, they're giving us a tremendous upgrade opportunity for everyone who moves forward with a window project and moves forward with an energy efficient glass pack. They're going to upgrade it at no additional charge with a free sound and security glass pack. So it's a tremendous value. If we call now, we can still have time to get it installed for this season.
Our investment property renovation has been moving along quickly, but some newly uncovered issues in the master bath could put the brakes on the schedule and the profit. Real estate investor and renovator Elizabeth Salazar is just a few days into her $10,000 makeover of this 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo. She wants to finish as quickly as possible so she can get it rented and start pocketing monthly income. She's been working hard on removing the popcorn ceilings.
Basically, we have to make sure that the whole popcorn ceiling is wet, or at least the area we're treating. We have to let that sit for a little bit, and then afterwards, with something as simple as a scraper, it'll come easily right off, just like this.
Meanwhile, her crew is completing demo of the tile floors and stairs, making way for the new 12 by 24-inch porcelain tile. Determined to stay on budget, Elizabeth found a great deal on the tile.
Approximately, this will be about $2 per square foot, and I have about 500 square feet here.
Installation and materials on the main level and stairs will cost her around $1,000. So far, so good with the budget until a problem washes up in the master bath. Now I see a little bit of damage here to the subfloor. Is this anything that has to be replaced?
It sure does, Elizabeth. So what we're going to do, we have our guys that already have the material, and as soon as we're done with some of the framing here, we're actually going to repair all of that as well. And of course, bring the plumbers.
Is this just water damage?
It was. Luckily, this was the only water damage area here.
Is this the original insulation? Have you had to replace anything like that yet?
We haven't replaced anything yet, but we are probably looking into that as well. So kind of just to spruce this area up a little, we're going to incorporate a niche here, which is really nice. It kind of eliminates having that soap dish area. And we'll also go ahead and do a glass deco on the back so you can kind of appreciate the niche.
Once the insulation is replaced and the water damage issues are resolved, Elizabeth has some special touches planned for the master bath. The chrome shower head with body sprayers will add a luxury feel, and the tile work will offer pretty design with purpose. With expenses from the bathroom adding up, Elizabeth is making careful plans in the kitchen so she doesn't eat up too much of the remaining budget.
What we're doing now is we actually decided that we're not going to keep these cabinets here. We're actually going to refinish them and repaint them. Decided to tie in more of our color scheme, so we're going to do more of a lighter greater tone here.
Okay, is it something that's relatively inexpensive?
It is, yes. Yeah, and that's why we decided to go a little bit of the extra mile and do it.
For just a couple $100s, Elizabeth will give the kitchen a more extensive refresh than she had originally planned. Meanwhile, the crew has made great strides on the flooring.
I love it so far. I think the concept that we were doing was to kind of try to lay the tile long ways so it gives it more length, and I think we're achieving that.
She's also chosen flooring that is durable and trouble-free for tenants.
So it's actually really easy to clean and maintain. You don't really need a sealer or anything like that, so that's exactly what we needed.
Made some progress on the paint as well. Color ties in really nice with the floor.
Thank you, it sure does.
I see though, as does happen sometimes, we've taken a small 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right?
Yes. So we actually have to go back, kind of refinish this, re-drywall it, and then we'll paint it again.
So what happened there?
Well, we actually do not have our door stopper yet, so with the wind now all of a sudden that we're having, we were kind of careless and it kind of broke it.
Broke through the drywall.
Right.
Is that frustrating?
It is. It's like, really? I just painted you.
The crew tackled another drywall project at the top of the stairs that wasn't in the original construction plans. And this is different as well.
It is. We decided that the railing here was a little bit lower, about this in height. So for stability purposes and then for aesthetics and for safety as well, we decided to just do a knee wall here.
Okay. So was this very expensive, or was it pretty affordable to?
It was actually really affordable. We had our guys working already here, so it just took just a few more materials, and we were able to do this.
Yeah, this will be good for anyone who has kids that rent this place. The added safety feature gives Elizabeth peace of mind that she's protecting both her tenants and her property.
Going the extra mile, I think, always pays off. So our tenants are going to be happy, and like you said, we're protecting our investment.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate. Last time we were in this bathroom, it was in pretty rough shape, and there was a mirror that was hanging by a shoestring. Yes. But for really a shoestring budget, you put together something amazing here.
Yes, we sure did.
And I'm afraid to ask, did you get it for free? What did you pay?
No, so this one and the one upstairs each were $30. So
that's pretty incredible. I mean, that's something that you would walk into a design store and pay $300 or $400 for.
Yes, exactly.
This is amazing. Can I turn this on?
Please do, yes.
I love this. How fancy is that? I'm impressed with the results, but how will the potential renters react to her price?
This is great. This is exactly what I've been looking for.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hart from Ready, Set, Renovate, here today with my good friend Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. Tat, you're always bringing us great information, but today you have great deals.
We do. We have a great deal today. Thanks to one of our manufacturers, they're giving us a tremendous upgrade opportunity for everyone who moves forward with a window project and moves forward with an energy efficient glass pack. They're going to upgrade it at no additional charge with a free sound and security glass pack. So it's a tremendous value. If we call now, we can still have time to get it installed for this season.
Our investment property has been fully renovated and it's ready to rent. It's time to see if our investor made the right upgrades to get the cash flow she's after. When real estate investor Elizabeth Salazar was just a few days into her 1,200 square foot condo renovation, she realized she might see her potential profits go down the drain. What did you think when you opened up that wall and saw that rotten wood in there?
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, really? Really?
But she wasted no time and immediately started repairing the rotted wood. She also took measures to keep it from happening again.
We also added HydroGuard 1 right now, so it'll help with just the water protection.
Once the damage was taken care of and the waterproofing complete, installation of the sleek glass tile began in both the upstairs and downstairs bathrooms. Meanwhile, Elizabeth removed the popcorn ceilings and workers laid the porcelain tile in the main living area. The kitchen cabinets got a fresh coat of white paint and an upgrade on the appliances. The original timeline of a few weeks turned into 3 months. But Elizabeth hopes taking the extra time to fix the master bath issues and add some glam touches will be worth it.
You know what, going the extra mile I think always pays off. So our tenants are going to be happy, and like you said, we're protecting our investment.
Elizabeth says she thought about features that are important in her own home and used them as her design inspiration. Speaking of the tenant, they will be glad to see this when they walk in. Brand new washer and dryer, fits in here very well, and it's kind of off to the side, so they have a nice little space for laundry.
Right, exactly, and we added cabinetry as well there too.
Right.
So for storage, nothing will be cluttered, or at least if there's clutter, you won't be able to see it.
That's right. Even with the unexpected repairs, Elizabeth was able to stay right on her $10,000 budget, thanks in part to her smart shopping strategy.
How fancy is that? And you're not going to believe where I've purchased all of this.
Don't tell me.
Go ahead.
eBay?
Yes.
So is that a used piece of hardware there, or?
It's new, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to ask. Did you get it for free? What did you pay
No,
for?
so this one and the one upstairs each were $30. So
That's
not bad.
pretty incredible. With special touches like this rainfall shower head and lighting that extends up the stairs, Elizabeth is confident it will rent quickly.
With all this renovation that we did, with all the modern finishes that are here, I don't think it'll take us too long at all. Hi, you must be Dominic.
Yeah, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And just like I told you, it does include the washer and dryer here and your half bathroom. Nice, huh?
Very nice.
This is great. This is exactly what I've been looking for. How much did you ask it?
We're asking $1,050.
Coming up next, we'll talk to a financial pro to see how Elizabeth's investment stacks up and learn about some trends in the economy that might give you investment ideas of your own.
We're seeing a large percentage of our population in the United States now electing to be a renter instead of a homeowner. And there's a lot of reasons for it. Flexibility is one, the quality of the housing that they can rent, and really one of the big ones is the lack of their requirement to do the maintenance.
I'm so excited to see that master bath because you guys were doing some really cool things in there.
Right, absolutely. Take a look.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Elizabeth Salazar has just wrapped a major makeover of her $68,000 investment property. The 1,200 square foot condo is right in the middle of a popular neighborhood with easy access to major roads. She stretched her $10,000 renovation budget to make lots of cosmetic changes in hopes of renting the property for top dollar. By pitching in on the work and scouring online sales, she was able to get the look she wanted for the price she needed.
Very modern, very sleek, and the price was perfect.
That's good to hear because it looks very expensive.
The property was built in the early 80s and overall was in good condition. But during demo, the team uncovered a problem in the master bathroom.
Now I see a little bit of damage here to the subfloor. Is this anything that has to be replaced?
It sure does, Elizabeth. So what we're going to do, we have our guys that already have the material, and as soon as we're done with some of the framing here, we're actually going to repair all of that as well.
The water damage cost a few days and a few dollars, but Elizabeth was able to finish the renovation in just 12 weeks. By her third showing, Elizabeth had the rental deal sealed for $1,050 a month. Since she paid cash for the property and the renovations, the only expenses are insurance, maintenance, and taxes, which add up to about $4,000 a year. That means Elizabeth is pocketing about $8,000 in cash annually.
Are you planning on keeping this as a rental, or do you think at some point you would sell it?
I think for now, we're thinking long term and we want to keep it as a rental.
Real estate consultant Harry Collison gives Elizabeth the green light to keep investing in property, considering how well she did with her condo.
The numbers that you've described would show a cash-on-cash return of just over 10%, which is very appealing to an investor. It's certainly an alternative to going down to your bank and them potentially paying you 0.5% or 1% today on your money.
He says investors just like Elizabeth are capitalizing on a growing economic trend.
There's been an increase in the demand for condominium units, particularly condominium units that are purchased by investors. You're seeing not only major investors investing in multifamily rental housing in a significant way, and they have been for the last few years, but also individuals are doing exactly the same thing.
Those investors are banking on the current move away from traditional homeownership. In 2015, the number of renters rose by 2 million, while homeowning families fell by 400,000.
Well, I think most of us read about millennials and that they are choosing, in many cases, to be renters instead of homeowners. In many cases, because they want to be flexible about their job. But it's not just millennials, it's all age groups.
Harry says the rental market is expected to stay hot for several years, but encourages anyone thinking of jumping into real estate investing to do their homework before they start counting their future cash.
And there's the potential for some vacancy and collection loss. So you're not always going to collect all the rent. That's one thing to be concerned with. The other one is a special assessment from the Condominium Association. So although you've done a great job renovating your unit, potentially, you may also receive from the Condominium Association a special assessment for maintenance of the common areas. And then the third thing really is the policy of the Condominium Association as it relates to the rentability of the apartment. You want to make sure that what you are buying and what you think you can do with the property in terms of investing and renting it, you want to make sure you're able to do that legally.
Coming up next week on Ready, Set, Renovate, we meet the O'Reillys. This active family of 4 loves a good challenge, but when they take on a massive renovation of their home while simultaneously training for a marathon, their endurance gets pushed to the limit.
All right, I like that.
We're back here today at the Florida coast with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates on a very warm May day.
It sure is. Yeah, we're getting to summertime, that's for sure.
You know, since I've been working on this show, the question that I am most frequently asked is, how do you find good, reliable people to do the work on your homes?
And it's a great question, and we have the opportunity to meet with so many homeowners throughout the state, and we're in over 150 homes a day. And we talk from a lot of different things about different products, from windows to roofing and other home improvements. But the big concern that we find from homeowners is a lot of times they've been thinking about doing projects for a long time, but they just had a fear of who to call. It's been a problem for a long time. And some of the wholesale clubs, they're always looking to try to provide a better service for their members and make their membership card a little bit more valuable.
Okay.
So other than just putting good products on the shelves, they started to look into services. And one of the things they found was it's really hard to find a reliable contractor.
Absolutely.
So they thought this would be a great service to provide our membership if we dedicated a team to go out and find a really reliable contractor that we can put in the clubs so that our members will know that if you want, we can come out and show you all the different products available, and we found you a really reliable contractor that's going to do a great installation and stand behind their products, and then based on the decisions the homeowner makes, they're going to get a price conducive of the wholesale club. So it's really worked out for everybody, and it's been a great part and a great resource for the homeowners because, you know, there's not a lot of research, and it's very difficult to find somebody and you don't know who to trust. So through the wholesale club relationship, we've really been able to help a lot of people that were apprehensive about this, and making them feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident in the decision. And that confidence starts with just listening to the homeowner, understanding what they're trying to do, and having the resources of the wholesale club to help us fulfill everything they want to get done.